rolling. Okay, here we are in the final match of the day. Maybe a second semifinal match because we have Frank Snodgrass going against Justin Knowles. Justin just threw the first ball, got 9 pins on his first shot. And this is for the Masters title. Justin wins the first match, it's his. If Frank wins the first match, they will go to a second match to determine the Masters champion. Justin lets the ball go, gets a spare in the first frame. No, Craig, it's not going to happen. Okay, now Frank throws his first shot on the right lane, and he leaves the 9 pin. Two games. But if Frank beats Justin in the first match, they go a second match because it's double elimination.
Gotcha.
Okay. Frank's already lost once. Justin is undefeated.
The winner of this, if Justin loses, they got to play for 2-1 more.
Yeah,
That's what I just told her.
It's over.
And Frank goes for the spare. He makes his spare. And I have next to me the president of the state association. She'll be making the presentation to the eventual winner.
Finally get that hot dog before it gets cold.
Almost. Still tastes good. Frank's on a left lane with his second shot. And not so good. Not so good. It's a makeable split, but I wouldn't want to shoot it. He goes to see if he can make it. Ball's headed to the left side, and he does make it. What a shot. What a shot. What a shot. Frank practiced that in his spare time. Justin up in the second frame, leaves the 6 pin. And Justin makes his spare. By virtue of the pin count that Frank got on his second ball, Justin has a slight lead. However, if Frank wins his first match, I'll have enough time to order dinner and eat that before it's all over and done with. Justin's up on the left lane for his third frame. Ball's on its way. Carries a strike. Nice ball. Frank's up on the right lane for the third frame. Releases the ball, and he carries the strike. We could have ourselves a heck of a match here. Frank lets the ball go in the fourth frame, comes back. Oh, leaves a solid 10 pin. Frank shoots for the 10 pin, makes it easily, makes it look easy. What's that? I'm not. I'm getting rid of the fly that's over. Justin lets his ball go. Oh, leaves a split. Justin leaves an open frame here. Justin now up in the fifth frame, carries a strike. Nice comeback after that split, but this puts Frank into a small lead. Up in the fifth frame, carries, nice shot, very nice shot. I'm going to step over to the left lane. This is the one that's been giving him a little trouble. It go. And there, oh, got a break, got that 10 out of there. Almost had a big split. But as I said, this is a lane that's been giving him some troubles. Frank's still shaking his head. Makes the spare. Still maintains a slight lead. Justin now up on the right side, and Justin carries. Justin working on a double here. And he's got himself a three-banger. A turkey for those who like to hear those terms. Puts a little pressure here on Frank. Frank takes his time, dries off his hand, and the ball's on its way. Came up a hair high again. He's got a one-pin spare, but he's a little confused. Frank now goes for his spare. Makes it easily, but he's looking for those strikes. And now he's got to come up to the left lane, and that's the one that's been giving him trouble this whole game so far. And as a result of that last spare, or the non-strike, he's now fallen behind to Justin, who has a triple sitting there. Frank went over to pick up a different ball, and he's making some adjustments here. Well, having made his adjustments, he's getting ready to take his next shot on the left lane. And again, that's the lane that's been giving him trouble thus far. He made a real nice split on that lane earlier. But he's looking for strikes. Here he goes. Ball's out there. And he still can't find a strike on that lane. He looked like the 9-pin got hit and moved, but it did not fall. He makes the spare easily, but he's looking for strikes. Justin now for his shot, and he leaves a 7-pin, solid 7-pin. We have a little racket coming from the back end now. Justin shooting for a spare and makes the spare. Looks like we have a pin stuck in the gutter in the back and it's rattling around. And Justin carries a strike. Justin says he's getting into a rhythm with that rattling noise back there. Well, it's got a beat to it. We're going to have a little pause in the action here until they get that pin out of there. Gets louder, it gets quieter. Or we could go to a commercial break, a station break. Most of the bowlers here say they've really never seen a pin stuck that way and then making that kind of rattling sound. We're waiting on the mechanic to go back there and get it out. Oh, they got it out. Okay, now we can get back to the serious stuff here, the bowling. And Frank was going to be up on that lane. That was that had the stuck pin. So here we go. Ball's on its way, and he carries, Beautiful strike. Now Frank's up on the left lane, the one that's been giving him fits this whole first game. Ball's off. And broke up the split, but it's still giving him a hard time to figure out where exactly to put that ball. He's got the 4-7 to convert. He's up in the 10th frame. Frank goes up, makes the spare. Now he gets the filler ball in the 10th. And again on that left lane, it's been giving him trouble. Here he goes with his last shot. It's out there, and he finally carries on the left lane. Good shot. Craig, what's Frank's score in the final score? 194. Okay, Frank ended with the 194 in that first game, in spite of the problems on the left lane. Maybe that last shot finally gave him the right angle, right position, whatever it takes to get strikes on that frame too. Justin's up with the strike up in the 9th. And Justin carries first ball in the 10th. Justin's up for a second shot in the 10th frame. And he carries that one. Frank will have some work to do here in the second game, as Justin will be taking a lead into that second game. Justin throws his final ball in this game. Gets an 8 count. So he's got 222 to 194. So he's taking a 28-pin lead going into the second game. Hopefully Frank's got the left lane figured out and he'll make a match of this. As I said before, Frank has to win this match to go into an extra set. If Frank doesn't win here, then it's over, and Justin will be the 2021 State Masters champion. And there's that left lane again, and even though Frank threw a strike on his last ball, ball didn't come up. Got 6 pins on his first shot. Got a tough 4-pin spare coming up. Lets the ball go, and he makes it. He's converted another tough split. Well, that wasn't a split. The head pin was up, but he's converted another heck of a spare. That left lane's causing him trouble. Now Justin up here for his first shot in the second game. Ball's on its way, and Justin carries. Justin throws the ball in the second frame, comes up high, doesn't have a split, but he's got a 2-pin spare. Justin's going for his spare, and he converts. So Justin starts out with the strike spare. Frank is now up on the right lane and going in the second frame. He's got a spare up. Ball's on its way. And Frank carries. It was a nice strike. But here we go again. He's going back to the left lane, lane 53, where for some reason he's having a tough time finding just the right line. Maybe he'll do it on this shot. He needs the double. And here we go. That ball is on its way. It's coming in. And he carries. He carries. Got a double.
Double for the righty.
I think that's his first double of the match. He's on his way.
You see what I have to do and see what he has to do to strike? I don't understand how much
Yeah. Justin answers with a strike of his own. Okay, Justin's up on the left lane in the fourth frame. Ball's on its way, coming up. Carries, looked like it was a little high, but it carried. So Justin comes back with the double. Frank's got to keep it going. Got to keep matching him. Frank was down 28 pins going into this game. He does have a slight lead here. Frank carries. He's got 3 in a row. So right now Frank is up by 10 pins in this game and only 18 down in the match. Frank's on that left lane again. Here it comes. This doesn't want to come up, doesn't want to finish. Frank is talking to himself. He makes the spare. Almost looked like he wanted to just tear that pin apart.
Everybody born in 1930. Everybody got to get their money. We can get ours.
Yeah, Justin's up on the right lane. Down lane 54. Going for 3 in a row. And
Easy to throw good when you got a lot of room. You left hand? I was born for it.
so Justin's got 3 in a row. And he basically takes a slight lead in this game. Justin lets the ball go, leaves a solid 7 pin. This match could go right down to the wire. Justin goes for the spare. Converts it nicely. Frank needs to start striking again. Let's the ball go. Well, he's staring it down, but that was a nice shot. He carried. Now we come back to that left lane again that he's been having trouble with. This right here is a big shot. He needs this. Ball's on its way, let it out, it's coming back, doesn't finish. Same problem. Same problem. He's got a tough spare to make here. But he's running out of time quickly. And this is almost a must. This is a must spare right here. He's got a shot at it, doesn't make it. Open frame. This Might have cost him the match right here. And it's that left lane that he's been having all kinds of trouble with. Justin now lets his ball go. Justin carries another strike. Oh, Justin can just about put the match away if he throws a strike here. And Justin carries another one. He hits a double. Frank really doesn't have much choice at this point. He's got to strike out to have any kind of chance. And the two combatants are discussing strategies up there. I think they're talking about that left lane. Some of the people here are starting to congratulate Justin, but hey, Frank's up on lane 54. He's up in the 8th frame. Nice release. Carries a strike, but here comes that bugaboo left lane. I think if they would have bowled this game on 54, Frank would have won. Here he goes again. Can he do it this time? No, it's going to... Oh, it does. He carries. Late, but it carries. Big double. Anything can still happen. However, Justin, if he throws a strike here, basically shuts Frank out. Ball's on its way. Ooh, he's got a 2-pin spare. Not the easiest of spares. If Frank has any kind of chance, he's got to have Justin open here. Justin goes for the spare. Ball comes in, makes the spare. That just about closes Frank out. Justin's got 187 in the 8th with the spare up. Frank's 177 at this point in time. Justin's up in the 10th on the left lane. Lets the ball go. Oh, and he carries. He carries. With that shot, I think Justin just locked it out, and he's the 2021 State Masters champion. He's going to finish with a 7, looks like 220. Well, he got one more ball to throw, and he makes it. 227 for Justin. Best Frank can do in this game is, if he strikes out. And he's not on the left lane, he's on the right lane, so he might strike out. Of course, Frank strikes on that right lane. Frank can end up with a, looks like 227, 237. So even though he might win this game, but he's going to lose the match by a little over 10 pins. Now, he gets an 8 count, 9 count. $225. Nice shot, Frank. Nice shot. That was great. Here it comes. And he's going to make it. Will he make it? Oh, it falls off. Final score here, 225, 227 by 2. Justin Knowles is your Masters champion.
We're going to Big John's. I'll get it.
I think Frank wants to burn that left lane.
Yeah, about 3 minutes. You want to fix it?
Where's my man?